All right, we're here with Justin Morris. Justin, how are you, buddy?
Good, how are you?
Good. This recording is going to try to focus on real estate agents. All right? And the biggest thing about real estate agents you have to get in your head is some will, some won't, so what? You can't care whether or not they do it or not. Now, you tried to do it with We Buy Houses too, right?
Yes.
Okay. And they wouldn't even sit with you?
I wasn't able to find a lot, unfortunately. The couple that I was able to get in contact with didn't want to have anything to do with me.
Did they say why?
No.
Did you say I'm not interested?
They said, I don't have time for you, hung up the phone.
Wow. That's a little arrogant, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's just talk about realtors. And first of all, we have to understand that realtors don't have a lot of inventory right now. What are their problems? What can you tell me about their problems?
Well, they charge high commissions, so a lot of people don't want to deal with that.
Well, 92% of all houses are sold with agents. I don't think it's just the commission. There's problems. A lot of people don't feel they can afford the cost to sell. I really believe that's true. Because they have very little equity. They have like 5% equity or they're 5% underwater. Would you agree with that?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, so agents are trying to pre-qualify the seller for a listing appointment as far as ballpark equity, right? Mm-hmm. Because they need to know whether or not they're going to be wasting their time with them. I think that's part of it. So you have to use that part of it. Okay, you have to say, it says, look, the people that you have to pass on, the people that you have to reject, the people that you have to say no to, why do you say no to a listing appointment if they want to list with you and they don't have any equity? What would you say to them? Would you pass on them? And that's what I'd ask them. You know, if you could close more houses, make more money per house, would you be interested in learning how to do that? Okay. So basically what we do is we help people that have very little equity sell their house on terms and not for cash. That's all I say. I don't say lease purchase. I don't say lease option. I don't say anything like that. I just say we help them sell for terms instead of for cash. And we already have buyers for these houses. Now what I need your help with is understanding whether or not you'd be interested in this, and then seeing if you have the time available to do this and the motivation to do this.
Okay.
I'd like to ask you some questions. Would you mind me asking you some questions? And get their permission to ask questions, right? Because if you get their permission, they'll answer your questions. If you ask the questions right away, they'll get pulled back, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Isn't that true? Aren't you like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, if somebody asks you permission, so it's really how you couch the question, how you prepare the interview. Now, I'm going to wait until you try to log on now, and so that you can look at what I'm going to show you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can you log on?
Yep. I think it just worked.
Good.
Yep, it did.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to test this link into the chat. Okay.
Yep.
You must be happy about that.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. All right. First link. Can you click on that link and open the page?
I do not see the link.
It's in the chat.
Okay, I got my chat open. Not seeing anything. Let me reopen it again.
Okay.
Nope, don't see anything.
All right. I've just closed the chat. I'm going to reopen the chat. Hang on a second. Because I can see it.
Let me try to type something in here and see if you see that. Do you see that?
Yes, I see the test.
Okay, great.
I'm going to open the chat. I'm going to paste the link.
Oh, here we go. Got it.
Good.
Opened. Okay, got it.
Now, let's just go through this, okay? You've got to not say these things word for word. You got to kind of throw some questions out.
Okay.
I said, so you got permission to take a little bit of an interview, right?
Right.
Now it says, can you tell me a little bit about yourself? You know, and if they can't sell themselves well, you got to actually ask some questions about themselves. Are you married?
Mm-hmm.
Single? Tell me about your life. Do you have another job?
Mm-hmm.
You know? Tell me a little bit about your real estate career. Are you focusing on listings, or you're focusing on the buyer side? What are you doing? Now you see where it says the DRE in number 3. That just means the Department of Real Estate in your state. Now, do you know what the department is in Georgia?
I do not.
Okay. You could just say real estate board.
Find out.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, why would you be interested in working with an investor? And try to get an answer out of them.
Okay.
Now, you may or may not understand the role of this position. How do you understand it? What I'm trying to get from you? Okay. Now, the role is on another page, and let me show you that. Okay. And this is a Craigslist ad. I'm kind of not doing it in the right order here. Let me get the right order. This is a Craigslist ad that you can put looking for agents. And here's the link. So let's take a look at that ad, okay?
Okay.
Is that open?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you basically say, hi, my name is Justin. I'm a real estate investor here in your town. I'm looking for a sharp, organized, punctual, and aggressive agent to fill rental. It should be rental property, sorry.
Okay.
To fill rental properties on a regular basis. The position is concise, simple, and rewarding. I'll also be providing you with hot leads that you can convert to FHA and VA sales. Sound exciting? Read on.
Okay.
Duties. This is what we ask you to do. Visual inspections of rental properties, placing ads, assessing conditions, and coordinating cleaning if needed. Placing signs. Placing ads, respond to voicemails and emails, and schedule an appointment for viewings. Aggressive collection of application fees, deposits, and first month's rent on the first contact with a potential tenant. Willingness to learn and follow a proven procedure of filling properties. Willingness to sell to additional services, and always smile. Preparing a lease between a homeowner and the tenant and getting signatures. You must have a valid, and you'd put your state in there, salesperson's license and a reliable transportation for this position. You do not need to move your license to my company. I will start you out with a few properties to fill and gradually build your volume as you learn the process. You will be paid 20 to 30% of the first month's rent on the properties that you fill. Your average rents will be between $1,500 and $2,500 a month. Now, in your area, your rents, right, are going to be cheaper than that.
Yeah.
So I would put like 40 to 50% of first month's rent, because they got to make some money. The average leasing agent makes 50% of the first month's rent.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you excel, I'll also give you opportunity to fill some properties that I sell on a rent-to-own basis. These will be very lucrative. Please respond to this ad in 2 paragraphs, no more, no less. Please tell me about your experience and where you want to take your career. Please include your contact info so I can contact you if you're selected for an interview. Please, no resumes. Let's make some money together. Your name.
Okay.
So let's get this on Craigslist, okay? And the only changes I would make is like 40 to 50% of first month's rent, okay?
Okay.
And I would put your average rents probably between $1,000 and $1,500, something like that. Good for your area. I'm guessing. You think that's right?
Yeah, I think that's about good.
Okay. All right, so let's say that you've got those ads and you've got to interview them. Then you would go to the previous one, all right?
Okay.
Does that make sense on that?
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the interview questions. And then you'd say, do you understand the role of the position as per the ad on Craigslist?
Mm-hmm.
And then how do you organize your day? Tell me about your day. Do you have kids? Do you have certain hours you can't work? That kind of thing. Most of our work are evenings and weekends.
Right.
Now this number 6, you can you might even want to throw it out. How do you handle paperwork? I haven't been really using that question.
Okay.
And then please tell me about a time when you asked for something that you wanted, even though it may have been awkward. And you want to see how they can handle difficult situations with number 7.
Right, okay.
And number 8, tell me a time when you made a mistake in your career. And what did you do to solve it?
Okay.
And then tell me a time when you made a decision that was unpopular, but you moved forward because you knew it was the right thing to do. And then I kind of couched number 10. I said, I'm going to ask you just one last question, and it's in 2 parts. And please tell me the truth. If you don't tell me the truth, I can't get to know where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
So how much money are you making right now? And they may not want to answer that.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I'd like you to answer it, because if you can't answer it, I don't know where you're at. And then how much money do you want to make? And then I would just, I would say, look, we're going to get back to you. We're interviewing a good number of real estate agents that aren't making enough money right now.
Mm-hmm.
And please expect a call in the next few days. We don't know how long it's going to take to interview all these other agents. Thank you so much for your time. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what does that do? Tell me what that does with the relationship you have with that agent that doesn't even know who you are.
Well, it creates some urgency, and it obviously tells them that they have other competition, and if they want to be a part of this money-making opportunity, then they should be sharp and on the ball.
Yeah, they got to compete for it.
Yeah.
They got to compete for it. They're going to be on their best behavior, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
If they want it. All right, and the way I handle agents is more like I'm already their boss. I'm not their friend, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Now, what kind of agent do you think I'm looking for?
You're looking for someone...
a new agent or an old agent?
New agent.
Yes. What else am I looking for?
You're looking for someone who's hungry, who wants to make a lot of money. You're looking for someone who's going to be flexible and is going to work the hours you want them to work.
Mm-hmm. Do you think I'm looking for a dissatisfied agent with the current situation?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Because if they're happy where they're at and they just want to make more money, chances are they're going to do what's familiar.
Right.
Okay. All right. Now that you've gotten into the site, can you go back to those links and see if the other ones open up on the email?
The ones you sent me last night?
Yeah.
Yep.
Otherwise, I have to paste every individual link like I just did.
Let's see here. Okay, I got the list of links here.
Okay.
Um,
Just pick one that you
So
haven't
we
seen
got-
yet and click on it.
under realtors. So let's see, follow-up letters.
Okay. Is that open for you?
1 second.
Shouldn't take that long to open.
There we go.
Is it opening?
Yes, open.
Okay. So these letters are self-explanatory. You know, the first one you see in parentheses for referral that you can pay.
Mm-hmm.
And you need their home address so you can send them a letter. Now, do you have any kind of a way to get kind of a letterhead?
Yeah,
I mean, you can print a letterhead, but what about envelopes and so forth?
I can go to the store and purchase some envelopes. That's not a big deal.
Yeah. Well, what I would like you to do is to have some kind of an image with these people. Because you're going to impress them, right?
Right.
You're not going to be this rinky-dink fly-by-night outer. So the letters here are referral you can pay. That's the first one. Then a 25% referral to realtor. And then realtor letter with no referral fees as you go down.
Okay.
Now, I know you don't have a website just yet. I'm going to try my best to get it done in the next few days. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But we'll get it done. If nothing else, we'll just get a squeeze page.
Okay.
All right? And it's going to be really pro-tenant buyer. Okay?
Okay.
Because the tenant buyer, we want them to be able to screen the tenant buyer.
Right.
When you have time, go through the rest of this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And make sure that they all open up.
Okay.
There's some, in that list of links, signs for lease purchase.
Mm-hmm.
These are Coroplast signs.
Yep.
Okay. And there's an ad for buyers.
Yep. Okay.
And take a look at the find 200 sellers on Craigslist. I would do that right away.
Okay.
Okay. It's involved. It'll take you a while to get through all that. It's not a short article.
Right.
Are you familiar with Craigslist? Have you worked with it for a while?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely, yeah.
It should be easy for you then. Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. Well, this is, I think, enough to keep you busy.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I guess, so I'm just a little confused. I wanted to clarify something. You said at first that the best idea is to get a sit down with these realtors, but then it sounds like this kind of interview is over the phone.
Yeah, you can do this over the phone and screen them, and then go sit down with them. Okay.
Okay. All right.
But the point is you need to just tell them. You need to get them to jump through a few hoops, Justin.
Right. Yep, I understand that.
And what we did right now is this jumping through hoops thing. And if you place these on Craigslist, you should get some hot realtors. And try not to tell them everything over the phone. All right?
Okay.
Tell them we have very good training and what we want you to do.
Okay.
But we would like to see, if they've been in business at least a year and a half, ask them for what does your IRS tax return say for gross wages?
Okay.
We're interested in people that have made money as a real estate agent.
Gotcha.
And if you think that that's too, don't think any question is too personal. If they don't want to tell you the information, do you think they're going to be easy to work with?
No.
You may have to go
Yeah.
kiss a lot of frogs to get a prince with this,
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
but you'll have a lot
Right.
of people to, you'll have a lot of people to work with. And I would try to get a list of all the agents in your sweet spot.
Done. I already have one.
You've got those?
Yep.
Okay. Well, if you know they're, yeah, I wouldn't go after those agents. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I wouldn't go after them. I wouldn't send them that ad or anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah, we want people to come to us, not go to
That's
them.
exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you start chasing
Okay, so
people.
when I, for instance, give a call one of these real estate agents that responded to a True Law ad that I put up, I just call and say, I'm a real estate investor. I'm not going to tell them anything about lease purchase. And then I'm just going to say, we're looking for someone who's hungry, who wants to make a lot of money. And can I ask you a few questions? And I'll go into asking them these questions. And then I'll say, can we sit down and have a cup of coffee, and speak more about this? I would like to ask you a few more questions and talk in person.
There you go. Just kind of stick to the questions, because those questions are really well thought out as far as getting them to try to get them to get them to cooperate with you and get them to open up,
Right.
And it's going to be a numbers game.
Yeah.
You got to understand that their Monday mornings are really hard.
Okay.
So try to get that Craigslist ad out, and make sure that I would say the Decatur area. You don't want all of Atlanta.
Yeah.
So try to be specific with your area, and try to define your sweet spot.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope this call has helped.
Yes, it has. Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, please go get them, and let's talk next week and see how you go. All right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Justin, have a great day.
All right. You too. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.